Hello and welcome to the second event of the MidEast racing season for the year 2022. We will be shifting towards Harris Bridge, which has been a staple for years and has often ran twice a year. This track is known for a wide variety of terrain, from hill climbs to sand whoops down by the river, and a section where riders choose to either jump a gap, go up a straight wall, or take a bypass. This year, due to rain earlier in the week, there will be large puddles and mud sections revealing the slippery and famous Carolina clay. Last race, we saw record numbers in terms of rider participation from all classes, Pro all the way down to C. This weekend looked to keep that high tempo pace. First in the Pro division, coming into this race, you have the field looking to stop John Glauda JR, who has currently been on a tear. Weston Scott and Carson Collins look to bounce back after a tough round one. And lastly, but surely not least, the return of Abbe. And return he would. As soon as the green flag would drop, he would jump out in front, ripping the hole shot, giving the field a good look at what the back of his fresh AAA quad looks like. In the women's division, we covered Mackenzie Luckadoo last week, with her moving up to the women's class in her first race. However, this race, she wasn't interested in just competing. She was looking for the win. Your title favorite, Olivia Mitchell, would blast out to the hole shot somewhat easily, taking the lead she would look to keep. Going into the woods, Mackenzie Luckadoo would be in fourth, but will quickly work her way into second during the first lap. One of your champions from last year, Lane Felder in the B division, will be moving up to A class. He was also looking to not just compete, but to win now. As the green flag would drop, Hunter McCraw would snatch the hole shot in the A class with that classic 777 Honda 250R and snazzy matching flannel on top. Lane Felder would have a pretty good start as well. However, in the second turn, he would get tangled up with Cameron Richards on that 126 numbered Honda, causing them to be among the last three into the woods, along with Kirby Cook, who had trouble starting his quad.
I'm gonna try to do good. We have a lot of people. We got like 12 people in our class today. Hopefully, all that matters is to be safe and have fun though.
And B25 Plus Kyle Temple is one of your championship contenders this season. Looking to bounce back after third in the first round, he's looking to get a victory today. Mike Oxford would jump out in front taking the hole shot, with Kyle Temple going into the woods right on his heels.
You have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your status, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this, and no one makes me feel like you do, and no one sets my body on fire, and no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better.
John Glauda JR would end up snagging the lead very early on from Abbe, but they would continue to battle throughout the first lap. At the end of the first lap, the top 10 would be separated by less than 90 seconds. Unfortunately, after an early crash, Nathan Hondurelis' day would be ending, taking a championship contender out on the first lap with no points. James Glauda was looking like a clear favorite to join his brother on the podium. However, he would also run into some quad issues, being forced to retire early as well. At the end of the first lap, after battling for 23 plus minutes, the top 10 would only be separated by 33 seconds. Jason Walker would have that lead at the end of the first lap, with Kirby Cook, after his terrible start, moving his way all the way up into third place. Lane Felder would work his way from the back of the pack on the first lap, making up some time, getting all the way up to sixth place on his first lap. At the second lap, the top six were still within 38 seconds as they came around again. Sadly, however, after making his charge, Lane Felder on the third lap would land a little too hard on a jump, breaking his Nerf bar and foot peg, forcing him to retire early. Kirby Cook would put the moves on Jason Walker to take the lead on the third lap, and he wouldn't be looking back. With that being said, Jason Walker was far from finished. After getting stuck and having a bad third lap, he would mount a charge. After 3 laps, he would be down by 21 seconds. He would also only be ahead of third and fourth place, Ben Ferram, and Connor Walker by a total of 3 seconds. That pack would start putting on a clinic, cutting down chunks of the lead, pushing the race down to the wire. Kirby Cook would take a sigh of relief as he would cross the checkers, getting the victory. However, only 5 seconds separate first and fourth place. Jason Walker would secure second, Connor Walker would get third, and Ben Ferram would get fourth.
How I try to sleep, but you're deep in my mind. Got a hold of me. When I'm awake, I'm all blind. You and your magic, like infinite power. God knows I tried to resist, but you're pulling me closer. Oh, I gotta stay away, but you won't let me. No one makes me feel like you do, and no one sets my body on fire, and no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better.
It became clear very early that Olivia Mitchell would have her hands full. By the end of the first lap, there was a battle brewing, as just 9 seconds separated the top women. By the second lap, the gap will be down to 2 seconds after Mackenzie Luckadoo set the fastest lap of the day. After being pressured from battling all race, Olivia Mitchell would wear down and start running out of energy, coming through the finish line asking for water from her team. Unfortunately, her team did not have water prepared for her, and at this point, it was already too late. Mackenzie Luckadoo was flying, pushing the lead into nearly 90 seconds on the third and by over 4 minutes on the fourth lap. Mackenzie would go on to see the checkered flag, securing what should be her first win of many in the women's division. Olivia Mitchell would end up getting second place, and Michelle Harrison would round out your podium. At the end of the first lap, only about 1 minute separate the top 5 riders, with Kyle Temple being in third place as Adam Walker would lead. On lap number 3, Mike Oxford in the B25 Plus class would get stuck, dropping him down into 5th place. This would open up the door for Kyle Temple to move into second and start running down the leader, Adam Walker. He would cut about 25 seconds into the lead going into the last lap, needing nearly another 40 to get the victory. Adam Walker, however, had other plans. He would sense the pressure and turn on the jets, notching 90 seconds faster on his last lap, proving to be too much for Kyle Temple, who would hang on for second place, and Jeremy Collins, who would round out your top 3.
And no one makes me feel like you do. No one sets my body on fire. No one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it
In the middle sections of the race, there were battles everywhere in the pro division. Carson Collins was battling it out with Brandon Frazier, Davis Brinson, and Weston Scott for 4th, 5th, and 6th place. Cameron Abbe and Grayson Eller would be duking it out back and forth for 2nd place, passing each other in the pits, on the track, hill climbs, muddy sections, and much more. Unfortunately for Grayson Eller, his day would come to an end early, and Cameron Abbe would go on to finish second in his comeback race. Brandon Frazier, representing the Can-Am 4x4, would come back and end up getting 3rd place, rounding out your podium in what may be the first ever podium overall for a Can-Am 4x4. Davis Brinson would end up in 5th, however a pair of top finishes would move him into 2nd place for your championship points. And that leaves the man in the middle, John Glauda JR. He would cruise again today, having the fastest lap on every single lap of the day, giving him back-to-back wins. We wanted to call out the Super Senior Division. This group of 4 was the only class to have every single rider complete 4 laps, and 3 of those would end up staying on the lead lap as well. So a big shout out for those gentlemen. Coming in first place, Johnny Cantrell, second, Jason White, third, Scott Cato, and fourth, Wesley Smith. That completes today's coverage. Next, we are moving on to Peach Smash. This track hasn't been ran in over 10 years. Since then, it's been deforested and grown back extremely dense. This should lead to some tight technical sections as the championship battle continues for the quad classes. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.